Hello again and welcome to Windcraft. Today we're going to show you how to get out of the berth if you're on your own. So to get out of the berth when you're on your own, you've just got to look at what the wind conditions are and what it's going to do to the boat. Typically it'll always be blowing you off the dock because that's what you don't want, but the way to overcome that is we'll keep our stern line on and we'll drive forward on it with the helm over, which will keep the boat to the dock, and then we can get rid of our bow line and our spring, and then we can drive off once we take this stern line off last, which is conveniently right next to the helm here. Hey guys, back on the boat now. So as I say, we're going to go forward on the stern line with the helm over to wherever the dock is. So obviously in this instance it's out on our starboard side. So just clicking gear into forward until we're taking up on this stern line. Once that gets taken up and we've got our helm over, we can't go any further than this, and it's actually holding us onto the dock. If the breeze is heavier, we just need a bit more throttle. So in these conditions, it's virtually just clicked into gear, and now we'll go and take off the lines. So now all we've got left is the stern line. This is a fixed eye at the moment, but if you were to be really short-handed in strong breeze, you would run a line around the cleat on the dock, then back to here at the helm, so it will essentially slip off, so you can leave with that line fairly loaded. Whereas in this instance, that needs to go slack before it can go anywhere, and if the breeze was stronger, we'd start to come away from the dock. Gear again, and away we go. Hi guys, so now I'm actually filming from on board now, and we're sitting dockside. The only line I've got on is this stern line here. Breeze is slightly blowing me off, so I've got it in gear forward, and we're being held to the dock. So when we're ready to leave, we don't have any boats around, so I'll go into neutral. The boat will start to come back on this line by default. I'll get rid of it. And we're good to go. Now when leaving a berth, if you're getting blown towards something, like the end of the pier here, given that you've got clearance on your stern, if you steer to it, your backside actually gets further away from it. So a common mistake is see something like that pylon and you're trying to steer away from it, you will steer across and your bum goes directly where you don't want it to go. So it's definitely worth remembering. It doesn't always work in the circumstances, but it happens more often than not, where you can just quickly get away from something by steering at it, as silly as that sounds. So another little tip here is when to engage reverse. So if we're side onto the breeze, as soon as we slow the boat, we're subject to what that breeze is doing to us. So at the moment I've got the breeze going straight down this channel up the backside of the boat. So I'm just going to click it into reverse. Now you shouldn't touch this steering wheel until the boat is moving the different direction, because when you're in reverse and look over this way and you say I want to go that way, but if I turn that way the bum goes this way, because we've not finished our forward momentum yet. So that's when you see people in the marina really at 6s and 7s and doing the old hot shoe shuffle. So leave that steering wheel alone until you've changed from your forward momentum to stationary, and that's when your steering wheel is going to do what you want it to do. Now I've got the helm over, it's going to steer that way for me. When you're in reverse as well, you want to make sure that you've got a hand on this wheel at all times, because you've got a really big rudder blade here. So if you let that blade go out of your hands, it can come across with quite a big bang. Now, you've got tolerances at work here, you've got cable, you've got chain, and you're only as strong as your weakest link. So always keep your hand on this wheel. This is our berth coming into sight now. Breeze is actually just up our backside and slightly pushing us off the berth. So we'll make a fairly smart turn in and then get this stern line on, and that will keep us to the dock. And there we are. Hey guys, back in the berth now. Just another real common, when I say mistake, but just not thinking it through, is where the bow line is. So in this instance, you can see it's all coiled there beautifully, ready to hand to someone on the dock. Problem is, dock stops here. So with your bow line, when you come in, it's best to have it convenient to you. So midships, bow line nice and long, and it's just here. So when you hop off the boat, you have your stern line there and your bow line there, job done. And if you're waiting for someone, if someone's waiting for you to enter, there's no point waiting for the entire boat to be in the pen to be handed the bow line. The further back that bow line is, the sooner someone's going to get it.